And we are live on YouTube.
Good morning,
Hello, everybody.
We are the Food Scientists getting ready to record episode 122. Yes?
Did I get
Yes.
that right in the YouTube tag?
122.
I haven't even seen it yet, but I think I know this week.
I'm pretty sure I looked it up. Let me look. YouTube on my computer actually has a little bit of a delay, but I'm assuming that when Zoom says live on YouTube, we're live on YouTube.
No, we're definitely on YouTube. We're there. So we're good.
We're there, but
I'm trying to get into our chat and I'm not seeing it.
Yep, we're there, folks.
I believe you, but I'm still working at it. You keep talking.
We are in our bathrobes this week because it's Saturday morning, and why not?
you have a zippy bathrobe. Whoa. I feel like I would have problems with that. That's all I'm going to say.
Like you would have problems doing that yourself, or with Amy just like
No, like I would have problems if I got out of the shower and had to put on a zippy bathrobe.
Well, and it's a summer weight bathrobe on top of it. I do have a wrap robe, but it's black, and I figure I have enough black on with the black background. It's like,
Creature of the night. I'm just a man of leisure. This is
yep.
how I kick
This
it.
is not going to stay on for long though, because even though it's summer weight, it's warm, and I'm getting hot.
Yeah, when I have this bathrobe on, it doesn't stay on for long either. Because it's sexy.
Well, animal print, like
Yeah.
I actually won this in a Twitter contest. It would be super expensive.
Of course you did.
It's the official robes of Kimpton hotels, which are super swanky. They used to, I don't know if they still have it. Kimpton hotels used to have a guppy love program where when you were staying at their hotels, you could call the front desk and ask to have a goldfish brought to your room. And they'd bring you a little bowl with a goldfish in it.
Oh, the crackers.
No, like
What?
the fish. Like a live goldfish in a bowl. That was their thing. So you could hang out with a fish.
So you could have some life in your room.
Yeah.
Hey, folks,
I once did that and they brought me the goldfish and the guy who delivers, like, I gave him dinner in his bath.
our chat might be having problems because I see it, but I just tried to type something and I can't. So if you're in our chat and you can't type something, maybe not sure what's going on. So Danny, Amy,
Now that you said that, I'm going to try from my phone.
It works for me.
Okay, yeah, it just doesn't like me. That's fine.
Nobody likes you.
Doesn't like
It's just how it
Brian.
is.
Yeah.
I thought
Wait, did
you
you
loved
block
Brian.
me? Why you block me?
I am
There's the sus. Okay.
the sus. Someone took my name. I'm taking off this robe now.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, we should have got music going.
Yeah, the music's in my head.
See, so like I can't take mine off. Like, if we like it would affect viewership if I did. I don't know if we'd be better or worse if I don't know.
That'll be a special guest, Brian's nipples.
And a little bit more.
Okay. That works for me too, Brian. It's just you.
Whoa,
But I'm also taking my robe off.
That's fine.
super
I'll
formal.
chat orally instead of typing. How about that? I won't just
What?
that.
You're actually going to talk?
I have to unpack that statement.
Yes. Okay,
I'm just not
then.
going to comment further on that because
No. That was a natural pause. I should have started our podcast, but I didn't.
Yeah, we should have started by now, Amy. Come on.
We really
Yeah.
should have. I agree.
I paused when I took my robe off.
I know. That's why I said there was a natural pause and I missed it. Okay, so pause.
I've been pausing.
Wait, like
Pause up.
hooves up.
This is the Food Scientist Podcast. I am your host, Amy Zajac. I am here with Brian Pierce.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever, everyone.
And Danny Sussman.
Hello, time unspecific people.
The people are time unspecific.
I mean, I suppose, or other listeners, if you have this on in a place. And
Don't
you
leave the
expect-
time-specific people out.
I would greet their fish, like whoever can hear this. Hi.
And if you're traveling in the TARDIS through dimensions and times and space, talk about time unspecific.
Too.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand what Amy just said, you and I have something in common.
I suspect a lot of people actually don't understand what I said.
And
it's a Doctor Who
suspect
reference.
I have people stuff in common with them.
And I will leave it like at that. It's just a Doctor Who reference. So with that said, we will have our normal news and experience segments. Then, building off of last week, we're going to do the Twizzlers versus Redvines.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we didn't know the difference, so let's find out.
Yeah, we had some comments about people that like one but not the other. And I was like,
it's a heated debate, folks.
not
I
the
know
same?
this.
Well, we're gonna weigh in.
There are teams. Then we're going to have some egg-flavored potato chips.
Salted egg, yeah.
Salted egg.
Ugh.
And then we have some Biscoff sandwich cookies to round it out, quite literally.
I have a lot of issues with these Biscoff cookies because I feel like they owe me money. We'll get to that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Drama already. Wow.
Yeah.
So let's start with your news, guys.
So I can go first.
Go for it.
This summer, it seems like it's gonna be the summer of freezer pops. Like, you know, the little like plastic tube of frozen slushy
I
whatever.
used to love those as a kid.
Yeah. And this is the summer where everyone is branding them. Jolly Rancher has Jolly Rancher freezer pops coming out. There's a Skittle flavored freezer pops. So each of the different colors of Skittle you can get in a freezer pop. And the weirdest one that they're actually specifically branding is Icy. So you can get like the little plastic tube of Icy, but it's going to be their cola flavor.
Oh.
To me, like the freezer pops are always that thing you get like an unusually large box of them for a crazy low amount of money.
Yep.
Where it's like that, this whole box of things is like $2.
I think you can still get those at the dollar store.
Yeah. I never got them because I'm like, that's too cheap for food.
I remember having them as a kid. I haven't bought them as an adult, but I did like them. And I have hopes for the Jolly Rancher, I think, because Popsicle brand used to have Jolly Rancher popsicles that were way much better than you would expect, at least than I expected. And they discontinued them a number of years ago. So
I have no hope for any of them because I just think that they're cheaper than food.
well, it's basically frozen sugar water with a bit of
It's
flavor.
like frozen syrup.
Yeah.
But still, I would rather like take more money and make me feel like there's something to it.
But what would you add to it? I mean, that's a simple.
No, I would just add like $5 to the price.
You just want to pay more for it.
Yeah.
I
Like,
tell you what, because I'm a friend, I will buy some and I will sell them to you at cost and then some.
Aren't
yeah,
there a bunch
like
of boozy
profit
ones
off of them.
available?
because if you're profiting, I mean, like you have to ship them. Like what is happening that you can make this so cheap and yet still the manufacturer and the store getting a cut?
But bulk, I mean, when they're melted, they're like, you don't need a lot of space.
Yeah,
You can fit a lot in a box.
I know that was always a Subway secret, right? Like they bragged about the fresh baked bread. That was actually like a storage thing, right? If you look at like how much space like a McDonald's or Burger King dedicates to bun storage, where since they ship the frozen unproofed dough, like each roll is super small frozen, and then they can just make them as they need it and expand them out. And so you could get a store in a much smaller space and still have reasonable bread. There's your Subway trivia of the day. In case you were wondering. I still don't know how Subway can get unripe tomatoes 12 months a year. That I think is actually their bigger miracle.
Yeah.
Well, I also have news here. Pringles has another new flavor.
Oh, good.
Yes, coming out here. This will be a limited time. It will be a Walgreens exclusive.
Ooh.
And I guess it's for summer. It's sweet corn flavored.
Oh, we had the roasted corn, popcorn, and potato chips.
That, the sweet corn, that can go either way. That could be good, or it could just taste like field corn and be nasty.
We have found Pringles, at least to me, to be hit or miss. Sometimes they hit the flavor mark well, and sometimes it's so bad.
I could
like a lot of in the middle.
I could announce as news the Pringle flavor we're going to have in an upcoming episode. That's also new and weird. I don't know if you caught that in when we were preparing for this episode. I will grab it.
Yeah, go grab it.
Good.
I'm sure
It's the first at least in a long time. It's a tie-in to
oh yeah, I know
Adult Swim and Cartoon Network.
We announced this one.
It is
right.
The Rick and Morty special edition Pickle Rick Pringles.
Yeah, their dill pickle Pringles are just okay.
Well, Pickle Rick
So I'm wondering what
Tell me.
Pickle Rick is.
I am. I'm kind of terrified of those.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have those today. We have something scarier today.
The thing about Pringles is they really pride themselves on being able to make recipes out of their different flavors. So the pickle, that kind of makes sense with things you could do. The sweet corn,
Yeah.
I don't know what you would pair that with to make something else.
Just butter.
Sweet.
Just spread butter on the chip.
No, other chips.
Oh.
Yeah, they talk about stacking the flavors to make your own recipes.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Maybe
Maybe
with
the
the
cheese
7-layer
one. Maybe-
dip, but that's not
maybe if-
around anymore.
Maybe if they had like a cheese one, you could do like a elotes kind of. Like a corn and cheese. Yeah.
Well, that's where I was going with the 7-layer dip, but I don't think that was a limited edition, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll find out though.
I'm sure we will.
Put it with the jalapeno.
Walgreens, you say.
Walgreens, I say.
Okay. That actually isn't a terrible idea, Amy, except for the fact that it's a terrible idea. Like, I think other people would like it.
Other people being me.
Like I appreciate that idea for you.
Well, assuming that the sweet corn is good. Otherwise, I wouldn't pair it with anything.
Based on Pringles history, it'll be accurate.
Yes.
But sweet corn itself can taste different ways.
That's true.
Yep.
Do you grill your corn, any of you?
Yeah, sometimes.
I have.
I
Do
like
you
grilled
grill
corn.
it? Do you grill it in the husk or out of the husk?
In.
Grill it out of the husk. It'll change your life for the better.
Well, I've done it out of the husk for specific recipes, and it is
Yeah.
good. But just for
Yeah.
eating on the cob, I tend to leave it in.
Out of the husk on the cob, add a little lime instead of butter. You're welcome. Danny's recipe tip of the day.
Well, okay, on to experience.
I'm just full of tidbits.
Moving you on.
You're
I know
full of
you
a lot
guys
of
had
things.
experiences, food experiences to talk about.
Dan, do you want to go first on this one?
Sure.
Okay,
I had an experience. I put the video on YouTube.
Yes, folks. Again, I know I feel like we say this every week, but if you are not following us on YouTube, we're doing a lot of bonus content on there.
Yeah, the guys
am.
got a lot of YouTube exclusives, so go
And
for
we're
it.
still
Look at it.
waiting for Amy to play Is It Bite Size with that whole package of
It's
Hostess.
still sitting out. I still have to do that. You're right. I know it's on my list. I don't have the list in front of me, but I have an actual list and it's on it.
So yeah, so there's a fancy pizza place by me, and they've been dabbling in expensive fancy donuts because they're enormous and they're complex. And this week's donut I showed on YouTube. Maybe if I get enough people asking what it was like when I ate it, I'll share the video of me eating it.
Oh yes, because you have
have-
more bonus content coming out.
I do have more bonus content. I haven't decided if people deserve that.
Because well, Dan, you got a little bit of hate mail there that you.
I know,
fancy
and that's
donut.
why I'm kind of like, now you got to work. You know, like sugar gets you further than vinegar, haters. And I flat out admitted in the video that I'm a tease, so don't be surprised when a tease teases. Anyways, if you haven't watched the video, it was a giant donut, and it had inside of it a coffee flavored cream. Then it had a vanilla glaze. Then it had like a vanilla frosting, and then on top of that, it had 2 cinnamon sugar mini donuts. It was a donut topped with donuts, and it was $10.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if you're gonna give away the price, but I would not spend $10 on any donut. I'm
That's like
It
a
was-
lot of donut, though.
It was 3 donuts.
It was not just a donut.
I paid $10.
Mini, though. Two of
I
them.
paid- I paid $10 for one that had the gold flakes also.
He also spent what, $8 on hot chocolate?
Yes. he
Let me
did.
tell you something. It was amazing because it was like having coffee and donuts, but just the donut. Like it was a donut form of coffee. Like when you take your cinnamon sugar donut and dip it in a little coffee and you get all of that goodness together that Amy can't relate to. It was
I know. You know what? I'm sitting here because we're still,
right, because you just rolled out of bed to do the podcast.
Amy has not once offered me a cup of coffee when I've
Yeah.
done this video.
I can pass on the Diet Coke through the screen.
If we're gonna talk beverages,
fun.
I
Not
I
that
have
they
both my San Pellegrino sparkling water and iced tea in case.
And I also have tap water.
In case I need to
I don't
mix
think I've
things
said
up.
this. What I'm drinking this morning, it's a local brand, Cameron's Coffee.
Oh yeah.
In your area, check them out. They have amazing coffee. This is salted caramel. So good.
How come I've never gone with you to their warehouse sale? It's right by your favorite place in the Twin Cities.
Let's go sometime when they.
We'll talk about that afterwards. Remind me. They do that twice a year, and it's really
Get
cool.
on with your experiences.
Oh yeah. So I had the donut. My donut, so good. I
Well,
have
it better
video
be for $10.
Yeah, but you know what? I look at it two ways. One, I mean, it's a donut that's extra, but two,
Well, you're kind of extra too.
I am totally extra.
Yeah.
That's completely on brand. You can't be surprised when I do stuff like that. But also, it's a way to support the business, right? Like, there's some margin there, and it's actually really hard to get them. You have to order them online, and they make the same donut for like 3 or 4 days. They sell out super fast every day. Like, when online ordering hits at 3:30, you got to be on it because they fly. I also got a coconut and caramel beer, but I haven't tried that yet.
Ooh, I'm really looking forward to hearing about that one.
Yeah. Maybe I'll share some with you because it's like 750 milliliters, and I don't really even like beer. We do like a social distancing barbecue at my house.
We'll all bring our masks.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can just, you know what I can do is I can stay 6 feet away and just give you a funnel with a tube.
Well, you could put it. You could put
It'll
it
be like
out on the
college all
porch.
over again.
You could put it out on the porch, then retreat in your house, and then one by one person can go up and get it.
Brian, do you have an experience?
I do. I also made some videos. I went to the gas station, and I think I posted the last one before our last episode, but I forgot to talk about it. But I've been making nice, healthy walks to the gas station for donuts. And one day they were out, so I had to get other snacks.
How much do they get for a donut?
What's that?
How much do they get for donut? How much are they charging for a donut?
It depends on how many you get. If you get more, they're cheaper.
How much? Give me a number.
So we're talking about like let's see, 3 for $3.
That's too cheap. That's not food.
Or you can get 6 for like $4.75 or something like that.
Every donut you take, the price goes down.
I know.
You want a dozen,
buy
they'll
enough
give
for
that to
free.
you for $2.
But yeah, so I got some gas station candy in the bags, and again, it's like close to $4, but if you buy 2 bags, it's $5. So why not buy 2? But the serving sizes on them are just ridiculous, and I'm not going to give too much away. Go to our YouTube channel, but I bought a package of gummy bears, and now YouTube probably knows, so don't answer. But how many gummy bears do you think are in a serving? Because I accidentally ate 20 servings.
So it's like Girl Scout cookies.
4 gummy bears in a serving. I don't know.
Well, it's a lot less because I compared with the Haribo brand, and it's like a third of what they say a serving is. So something is really off on the packaging. So watch the videos, you'll see I have a couple things, and it doesn't add up.
I also went to a gas station, not for donuts. I went there for gas.
What?
I know. I'm weird. But I went into the store to see if there was anything. It was in an area I don't usually go to, and I'm like, I wonder if they have any snacks for the podcast. And I found something, and I put it in my little care package for you guys. Because we're going to talk about the Biscoff creams later. But there's a thing that they make called Biscoff to go, or Biscoff and go, which is cookie butter and breadsticks. And a couple of things that I didn't notice when I bought them. The first one is that the expiration date is May of 2019.
Oh, it's only a year expired.
Only expired a year ago. And the second one is that a couple of the packages, it's hard to see here, but they have like a distinct layer of dirt and dust on them.
You must have dusted mine.
Yeah, no, they were in a stack, so I kept the top ones for
Ah.
myself. Well, here, I'll take a moist, people love that word, finger, and like see if you can see, like,
Ew.
that's off the top of the package of this. You can see kind of the smear now, like the difference in the two whites. That's how much dust is on these.
And we're gonna eat
We're
them.
gonna eat them. Okay.
Are we?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this is a product that should not be gathering dust for a year, right?
You wouldn't think so?
I also feel like this is a product that if it went bad a year ago,
I
it
think
probably
the
was
breadsticks
made
might be
50
bad, but the cookie butter smells okay.
I feel like it must have been made like many years ago.
Well, it doesn't smell at all. I don't know. I'm just gonna have a breadstick on its own and see how stale these are.
They're a little stale. And I mean
It
that little,
smells
not
stale.
It's a
majorly.
breadstick, yeah. It tastes like a breadstick. Oh, this is thick cookie butter here.
But yeah, all the moisture evaporated a year ago.
Let's see how much cookie butter.
So in the package, you actually get a lot of sticks. I was
You
trying
don't
to
need this
count.
many breadsticks.
What's that?
You do not need this many breadsticks.
No, it's like 5 or 6 and it's stacked like 2 or 3 deep. There's probably 15 sticks. And really, all you need for the cookie butter is a spoon.
The cookie butter's good, but
Cookie butter is always good.
yep.
Now,
To the side for pictures later.
I do love a good cookie butter. And what I've always done with my cookie butter is instead of spreading it on a breadstick, I spread it on a Biscoff cookie. And I would have Biscoff on a Biscoff, which is why I'm happy but sad that one of the flavors that we're going to taste later on of the Biscoff creams is a Biscoff flavored cream. They have different flavored creams, and one of the creams is Biscoff cream. This is a lovely snack for a food that expired a year ago.
Yeah.
I'm kind of ashamed at the fact that I would keep eating it if the stick didn't taste vaguely of dust.
You want it to taste more like dust?
No, I think it didn't
Oh.
taste like dust. It
Oh,
definitely tastes like dust. But
Shall we move on to the great debate of red sugary snacks?
Yeah.
yeah. So
we have
last
the
week
Redvines.
we answered the eternal question of is a Twizzler a Twizzler if it's not twisted? And I think I asked the question of would it then be a Redvine? Because I didn't really know enough about Redvines. And we were told like distinctively no.
No, I
They're
mean
very
Redvines are
different
still
things.
twisted.
Yeah, so Redvines are twisted. And so we have this week both Twizzlers and Redvines.
Are very adamant about which is better. There are definitely two camps.
And they're
Red
very
Vines
different.
Are
Like
very soft.
yeah, the Twizzler is much longer than the Redvine, whereas the Redvine is much thicker than the Twizzler. Like
They're
the
the same
Twizzlers
length for me.
were all squished together in the packaging. And so
They're
they
the
have like
same
a
length for
side
me.
that's totally flat. Whereas the Redvines, they're straws. Like one end of my Redvine is actually like open. Oh, actually, you know what? I have a broken Redvine. That might be part of my problem. I take it back. They're the same length.
Yeah.
I had a broken vine. But it's
Red
very
vine is
hollow
softer.
inside the red vine. Like I had to struggle to make the Isler straw. You don't have to struggle to make a red vine straw. You could act like
Making Twizzlers better. We'll see.
Yeah, I
You
don't
could
know
live-
if I've ever had a Redvine, to be honest.
yeah, you could definitely drink out of a red vine more than a Twizzler.
Oh, okay. A Redvine is way different from my first bite, at least.
They are. I think I still like Twizzlers better. Red Vine seems
Texture-wise, it's very different.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can see daylight through it.
Red Vine is almost more waxy in flavor.
They almost remind me of the wax lips.
Yeah, it's waxy, but it does make an effective straw. If you want like red wax flavored beverage, put it through a red vine.
Okay.
I still like Twizzlers better. Red Vines are softer and maybe easier to chew, but neither of them have tons of flavor, but I like the Twizzlers flavor better.
Hmm.
Hmm.
In the chat, Cheryl buys the red vines by the bucket. Twizzler.
I feel like I prefer the texture of the Redvine, but it's a little waxier than the Twizzler. I think I prefer the flavor of the Redvine too, but the texture.
I'm gonna
I
finish,
feel like
but
now that you're eating the Twizzler, you're like, oh, now I remember why I don't eat Twizzlers that much in quantity because my jaw hurts.
Yeah, comparing
After
them, it's like,
chewing.
wow, it's like biting through leather.
Yeah. Like the Twizzler I enjoy, but I think I enjoy it for familiarity more than actual flavor.
I still like the flavor of the Twizzler better. The Redvine is too waxy, not enough flavor, but it is softer.
I mean, my Redvine is falling apart on me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. If I had to pick one, I don't know if I could pick. They both have merits and flaws.
Well, I'm going to give away my Redvine. Well, maybe.
If I went to,
We're sheltering in place. I'm not sure how to do that,
Yeah.
you know what I think, Brian?
but I'll keep my Twizzlers.
If I went to a vending machine that had both Redvines and Twizzlers in it, I would still get the peanut butter cup.
I was gonna say I would get a Snickers.
Yeah.
Wait, I wonder how it would be with the cookie butter.
The Redvine definitely is a much more effective straw. I'll give it that.
You know what? Licorice and cookie butter, not awful.
Huh. Well, cookie butter and any, was there anything cookie butter would be awful with? I mean, other than dust.
Green beans,
Fried egg
well, that
potato
would
chips.
work.
Mhm.
Fried egg potato chips.
Yeah, Cheryl in the chat said red vines have grown on her. Like she liked both, but I feel like red vines would grow on me and surpass them, except for the fact that they're much harder to find.
At least for us, yeah. Like I was surprised that we could even get red vines around here.
So
you don't see.
I didn't talk about this in my experience, but I drove to middle of nowhere, Wisconsin last week, and these came from there. And I went there to buy Everclear.
Of course you did.
I got like almost 2 liters of 95% grain alcohol. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. Probably make some into hand sanitizer, some others into tincture, and others maybe make an infuse, maybe make a limoncello that is a little strong. Or just say, here, drink this and calm down local children.
All right, so I guess we didn't really solve anything there in that debate.
I feel like
Twizzlers are better. Just say it. No.
I feel like I don't love either one, and I will probably eat Twizzlers more. But if both of them were sitting next to each other on the counter at work, one I would say, what are there, 2 monsters handing out candy? And then I would eat the red vine.
No
And I
offense,
think
I love
this
you.
Mhm. Like, didn't someone bring in chocolate?
Just for it's easier to chew, and I could probably eat more.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't eat more of them because the waxy buildup on my tongue.
Well, my jaw would tap out before I got to that point with the Twizzlers.
Yeah.
So shall we
I
go
don't
to
have that
China?
problem. Which chips do we want to start with? We got
They're
two
both-
kinds.
We have 2 brands of salted egg potato chips. One of them from Lay's. Interesting, not Lay's in America, but Lay's in China. They make the salted egg. I like the picture on that of the yolk dripping onto the
A
potato
very
chip.
orange yolk.
It
And
is
then,
a very orange yolk. It's like caramel.
Well, the egg has been salted. And then the other one is
Has
from a brand. If you
fragrance.
look, it says fragrance on it. And if you look at the picture, there's little green leaves on the packaging because in among the chips are little green leaves of some sort.
Oh, yeah,
So
they're at the top there.
this is basically Brian face time.
I'm afraid so. I mean,
So which are we
maybe
starting
not,
with?
but we'll see.
Which do you want to start with, Brian, since it's you that everyone's here to see?
Let's start with the Lay's. Just the fact that the other ones are called fragrance worries me.
Okay.
It says the yolk being poured on a chip.
It's this. So we'll see who does the better salted egg chip. The fragrance one also does say that like they're strangely addictive, I believe, on the package. They have a weird smell. Ooh.
Is that even egg flavor?
Oh,
I don't even think that's egg flavor.
It gets there.
I
It's
got
over
there.
Not
easy
good.
egg.
It's not
It-
good, but it's not eggy.
It's the yolk from an over easy egg, which I love,
Which I don't.
but
So like, okay, the flavor isn't awful, but that flavor with that texture just makes me feel like I'm eating an old egg.
there's something
Oh.
about it because you almost get the texture of the yolk in your mouth because it's a potato chip,
Oh.
but it's not. I have to drink.
Didn't we have an egg chip a while back that tasted just like a fried egg?
I want to say we did.
Oh.
So
That-
Amy,
It just
on the
keeps
front
coming
of
back at me.
on the front of that package, it says a couple of things on it. But what does it say in the red circle in the front?
Oh, and this one?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it says super addictive, right? I
And
think.
yeah, it does. It's a super addictive.
So get ready, Brian. These are super addictive.
Oh, super addictive. Well, good thing I only have a few because I don't want an addiction.
Yeah.
These are probably
And
going
then
to
these have the little green leaves in among them.
Oh, they feel fuzzy.
They're super addictive,
They
Brian.
feel, why are they fuzzy?
Why do they have vegetables in among them? They come with a salad. Ready?
Yeah.
That is eggy.
Mine are kind of not.
That is eggy. And
Oh, hey, the green leafy thing's pretty good.
no,
Nothing is addictive here.
That
Oh,
is-
whoa, something got me at the end.
that's thick.
Eat the green leafy thing by itself.
Oh,
Find it. It took me a while.
Oh,
I have a green leafy thing.
I see what you're talking about. Yeah, it's just
Mhm.
leaves in your bag of chips. Why not?
I think I ate the one that was in here. I'm not finding anymore.
At first, I thought it was mold on the chips, and then I realized it was by design.
Look at Brian's face.
I mean, that just tastes like spinach, like
Yeah.
vaguely like spinach. That's not.
It
I
was
don't know about that. Wow.
better than the other ones.
No.
And they have
Well, it's a good thing
100%
you have the
real
addiction.
egg.
Oh,
I mean,
Real egg.
my second one had more flavor, but still, I think the first ones were worse.
I had the of the fragrance, I ate like 4 chips at once. I'm having
Ugh.
a Twizzler.
No, I love scrambled eggs, but I don't need that flavor in other things, especially
Yeah,
salads.
the other egg chips we had were a lot better than these.
I don't think they were salted egg.
Not addictive at all. Not
They
one
were
bit. That's
salted egg, but they were they tasted just like a fried egg. It was weird.
it's like an addiction that comes with a 12-step program in the same package. You're good. Like if I was addicted, I'm cured already.
Done with those.
I'm addicted to making Brian like wince, and so it's addictive in that sense. Like
You definitely are.
I'm addicted to torturing Brian, and like that was a good hit.
You've had better. You've had better.
I have had better,
Yep.
but you got to do it's better than Pickle Rick.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't know that yet.
I know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that. Yeah.
And Pickle Rick also means I tell the pickle story again. And I know Brian loves that one. Yeah.
I'll just wave at the newcomers to the chat as you talk about pickles
Yeah.
that we're not eating.
They're not eating them. What we are eating are Biscoff creams.
Yeah, we're up to
Yes,
some
I need
good
to change
stuff.
that taste in my mouth here.
I have been waiting my whole life for this. So it's
Okay, so-
Biscoff cookies. with
Let's build
cream
up to
inside.
it though. Let's end with the cookie butter cookies.
We're gonna end playing FMK with them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm gonna
start
show
with
the
vanilla.
varieties we have. I don't know if vanilla,
Vanilla cream, right? Because it's all the same Biscoff cookie on the outside.
milk chocolate,
And
And
they
then-
stole
and
my
then-
idea,
Danny's idea.
the Biscoff on a
Which-
Biscoff.
Nobody else in the world had that idea.
No. Now, what's interesting is that these are Walmart exclusive. and there's 3 flavors. And between Brian and I, it took us 3 trips to 3 different Walmarts.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
so
all 3
odd that each location had one flavor. Like, why wouldn't you have all of them if you're an exclusive?
And why did I have to go to Walmart to make
Hey, I had to go to Walmart twice.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't have
found
to
one
go to
that didn't.
Walmart at all.
I found one that doesn't totally smell like weed, though.
I haven't yet.
Yeah.
Um,
That's how you know you're in a Minnesota Walmart, is it smells like weed.
All right, let's get going with the vanilla.
Chocolate.
So
Yeah,
are these Oreos?
they don't separate easily. Oh, there we go.
Did you call these? Did you ask if these were Oreos, Danny?
Yeah.
I would say no, because Biscoff has never done cookies before.
But
Like, I
they're
wouldn't
cream
expect them
cookies.
to do so. This is not bad.
Yeah.
So here's the thing with a classic Oreo.
Mhm.
I don't really want to eat just an Oreo, a plain Oreo.
I was thinking
don't
this
get
too.
milk. But
Here's
these, I'll
my
eat
thing.
alone.
Here's my thing about this and Oreos. Is an Oreo, there are people who want the cookie or the cream, but really the beauty is in the sum of the parts, right? It's the kind of thing where 1 + 1 = 3. The cookies plus the cream together are better than the cookies and the cream separately. This was kind of like eating, the vanilla one is kind of like eating a Biscoff and milk, but I don't feel like the totality, like, I feel like if I had just the Biscoff, I'd have been okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that, especially since I keep popping the top and
Because the only time I have Biscoff cookies is when I'm flying, and that's the snack. And even then, I get coffee and dunk it in that because they're a little too hard and just it's not enough flavor for me.
I laugh at because I dunk them in the red wine I get.
They should have, yeah, a coffee cream would have been good.
The Biscoff cookies dunked into mediocre red wine is pretty good.
I have not tried that one.
You know what's great about that statement, Amy?
Yeah.
Is both wine lovers and Biscoff lovers will send you hate mail for it.
I'm a wine lover, but the wine on planes is not the best.
So let's go to chocolate.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one now.
See, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chocolate kind of hides the cookie butter or cookie butter flavor.
Yeah. I have a new life goal, which is to sit next to Cheryl on an airplane.
Yeah, she's saying she gives away her snacks on the plane.
She gives away her Biscoffs. I'm always like, 2 Biscoffs, please.
Yeah, you can just ask for more and
yeah,
they'll probably give you.
I once got the entire sleeve. No, I didn't, but I bet I could talk my way into it.
I do usually get 2 packets of Biscoffs. Yeah, the chocolate's good.
I'm gonna go back to the same thing I said about the whole and the sum of the parts. Yeah, I'm not gonna ever sit next to Renee on the plane.
Oh yeah. Meanwhile, Renee is going down the aisle just grabbing them from everyone.
Yeah, she's hoarding them, right? Like if you're in the back of the plane when she's on it, like, sorry, we're all out of Biscoffs. We're up in row 13.
Renee mugs the flight attendants.
Yeah. Lindley feels judged when she asks.
Oh, see, it depends on the flight attendant. You got to be nice to people. Anyone giving a service, be nice.
Well,
to
here's
them.
the thing: is when
Sometimes
someone gives you a judging look, you shoot them daggers back. Like if they judge you, you're like, they will give them to you out of fear.
And you can always like give the, don't you know who I am? Because they don't know that they shouldn't know you.
I just give them bad face.
Please.
Yeah. Anyways, that's my face.
Okay.
Can we move on and see if my dreams have been realized?
Yes. Now I'm just going to share my irrational thought on these that I've shared long ago, but
we disagree on the Biscoff.
Wrong to take cookie butter, crush it up, and put it on cookie butter. Like makes no sense, but just feels disrespectful.
You wouldn't put Oreo cookie butter in between Oreo cookies?
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just saying it feels like, it's like cutting off someone's leg and making them eat it.
You people keep talking. I am taking this and putting it.
Oh my goodness! No,
Biscoff,
you did it.
cream-filled Biscoff, dipping it in the old gas station cookie butter cream.
Now, if it tastes dusty, that's just because it's only been expired a year.
This makes it obvious that these are Walmart cookies. What I just did. Because they really cut back the cookie butter with the cream.
Yeah, this doesn't really do a lot for me. I'm a little surprised.
It's taking a lot of self-control for me not to eat all these cookies so I can have some for pictures.
Well, I mean, you could just go back to Walmart. Well, 3 Walmarts.
3 Walmarts, yeah.
Why would I want to do that when...
Because you want a pack of 15 and not just your leftovers.
I don't have the same problem with the egg chips though. They're not getting eaten.
They're super addictive.
If you like eating fuzz.
Ugh.
I did get those a while. I wonder if those were fuzzy by design.
I really hope so. Did we check the expiration date on those?
I did, I think. Maybe not.
Because if I ate mold and fuzz, I'm going to be a little bit mad.
Well, it's just old mold from China. What could possibly go wrong?
So I'll do a lot for this show, but I want to know what I'm getting myself into.
Too late.
That note, we have 3 of something here, guys.
Okay. All right. So we should play our game of FMK. Frolic with, marry, kill.
People would probably think that that's a recording of you saying it that way, but you actually do it that same way every week. He's just got a little button in his back.
He's got to get the radio voice going.
I should be using my podcast voice. I should just.
I just need a little bell that I can ring to go ding 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 every time you say something funny.
Remember, Amy used to have that sound effects machine. She tried to throw things in there, and we were like, "What?"
I still have it. It's just not handy.
We rename the podcast from Food Scientist to the Morning Food Zoo.
I can still bring out the wah 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 sound. I can do a lot in post too.
You could do a lot. I don't listen to the show.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even listen while we're recording it.
I know. Where are we?
Anyways.
I mean, I forgot to get dressed this morning. I mean,
Yeah.
Let's talk about murder.
Okay.
I am killing the chocolate ones.
Whoa.
Just crap. The chocolate didn't add anything. It sort of just distracted from the Biscoff, but not even in a good way. I am frolicking with the Biscoff flavored.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You know why? I might have killed it, but there was such an anticipation that I had to have it. Like, I had to have it. And like, I just popped that thing right in my mouth. You saw, I dipped it right in the Biscoff, in the cookie butter cream. Like, I just devoured it. But at the end, I was like unsatisfied.
No, wait, did you have it without the cookie butter, though? The actual cookie butter?
Yeah, I took one bite.
Okay.
And ate it normally. And I was like underwhelmed by that. I was like, needs more Biscoff. I dipped it in I went to town on that thing. But at the end, I'm like, one and done. That's a frolic, my friends. It was quick. It was somewhat effective. Like, we brought in some props. Like, it went all different places. But then when it was over, I was like,
yeah, this was a one-night cookie.
Yeah, if I was Derek Jeter, I would have given it a gift basket and sent it on its way. And then
or Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. Did he do the gift basket thing? Derek Jeter legit had like gift baskets that if like you had like a one-nighter with him, his driver would take you home, had like autograph stuff like as your parting gift.
A parting gift, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Google that. I did not make that up. So I'm gonna marry the vanilla. I mean, I started off saying that the 1 + 1 didn't equal 3, but at least it was 2. And I was like, oh, this is like Biscoff and milk. This is something like it didn't ruin it. It didn't disappoint me. It made me happy. I thought I would be happier, but I mean, that's not that uncommon. I mean, I think a lot of people maybe get married and they think it's going to be just fantastic, and it's good. And like, it's good enough. I'd settle down, be fine, companions. I mean, after the kids go off to college, we might split up and go our own way, but
that midlife crisis.
Yeah, I mean, I can crank out a couple decades, then move on.
And you don't regret giving it the best years of your life?
Well, which years are really the best ones? Everyone always says that they're
it's
current
what you
ones.
make of it. You're right. You're right.
It'd be different, right? Like, we're not going to retire together. Anyway, that's my 3.
All right. Well, I also am going to marry the vanilla.
Yeah.
It's solid. I didn't think that we were going to get along that great, but it really surprised me.
Yeah, when we started off, I thought it was going to be the worst, but it turned out to be the best.
Yeah, the vanilla really complemented the cookie butter, and vice versa. The cookie was soft. The cream was a good texture. It wasn't grainy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I was leaning in that direction. Then I don't know if you saw, I dipped it in my coffee.
Ooh.
Wow, that's a prop that I needed to bring in to really spice things up, or make it a little less vanilla.
Right.
But that was amazing. Yeah. So definitely going to marry the vanilla. I am going to frolic with the chocolate. Because I can't get anything long term there, because the chocolate did kind of try and take over the cookie butter, and really, like, it had nice inner beauty, but it really took away from the external.
It was all about itself. It wasn't about
right. It was full of itself. It was full of itself.
Yeah, I think it wanted what it wanted. It didn't really care about your needs.
Yeah, but I kind of felt the same way. So like, it worked out for a temporary.
Right. It was just you and your cookie each getting what you need.
Yeah.
Like, independently together, but not like collaborating.
It wasn't the right cookie. It was the right now cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
It was effective for everybody.
Yep. And speaking of being full of itself, the cookie butter one is being killed. It did nothing. The cream did not enhance the cookie, and vice versa. It really did nothing. Now, I will say, Danny, dipping it in the actual cookie butter, that was really good.
I told you, Biscoff on a Biscoff is solid.
Like that,
In fact, what I would recommend you do
that the cookie itself.
What I think you should do is disassemble the thing, peel the fake cream out, put the cookie butter in, reassemble it, and then be like, that's what Danny was excited about.
Yeah. But the cookie alone,
and then take the Biscoff cream and set it on fire.
Yeah. That cookie alone did nothing.
I would have murdered it, but I had really been looking forward to our date, so I did what I had to do.
All right. Amy, you're up.
Yeah, you guys are so wrong. I am killing your spouse. I'm killing the vanilla. It was, as Danny said, like 2 separate things, and it just didn't need it. It just made me want the original plain Biscoff, and what's this separate thing in the middle that doesn't mesh with it? So killing the vanilla. I am going to frolic with the chocolate. It meshed together a little bit better, and we all think we want chocolate with our sweets. Doesn't always work out perfectly, but that would draw me to it. Have a little frolic and move on. So that means I'm marrying the Biscoff cream combo, because it tastes the most like the original Biscoff without anything messing it up.
Did you dip it in the cookie butter?
No.
Yeah, see.
But Amy, did you think the cream really did anything to make the original cookie better?
I don't know that it made it better, but it's tasted more the same.
Listen, sometimes somebody wants something a little bit plain so that they can be the star.
Yeah, but Biscoff itself
Amy.
is not plain. The Biscoff cookie on its own, the biscuit needs nothing. It's just really good.
So you like
More
the
that
fact.
flavor in the middle, and it's really good.
So what you like about it is the fact that it's basically invisible.
Out of these three, yes, that's what makes it best.
So yeah, what you're really saying is you want to marry the snack that looks like its dad.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And is just it's there, but
Why
it's
don't you
not
dunk
it's
this
not
one in your
extra.
coffee, not just the chocolate one? Mhm.
She doesn't want a cookie that she doesn't want a spouse you dip in chocolate.
I'm never dunking any of them in coffee. That's just not going to happen.
I bet the chocolate is really good in coffee though too.
I mean, it's a Biscoff in coffee. That's not really about the Biscoff at that point. It's not really about the cream.
Yeah, you know, the chocolate in coffee is good, but you lose the chocolate flavor.
Yeah, the chocolate to me disappeared too fast.
Mm-hmm.
And when it was there, it was a distraction.
Of course, put a jar of Biscoff cookie butter in front of me and I'll just eat it by the spoonful.
Yeah.
You should
I
scoop
don't
it out
know
with
what it is
Biscoff
about live
cookies.
streams. I'm getting more and more naked here as the show goes on. I'm not trying. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to
Audio
scoop it out because
people,
I'm saving it for pictures.
Welcome.
I can't
You could take one of the breadsticks and then just like
because I already
apply
scooped a
some
lot out.
Biscoff to yourself.
I already scooped a lot out in the first try. So there we have it. I'm going to kill your vanilla Biscoff spouse, and that's it.
Well, I always figured you had that kind of jealousy issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at what you do to buffets.
Yeah, we're not going to buffets for a long time.
And then you have snack cakes in your house. You're not even eating them. Show some
You
respect,
didn't
woman.
even want them, Brian.
Well, everyone, thanks for tuning in. This has been the Food Scientist Podcast.
Danny's
We
trying
made
to
it through
keep a hope here.
122 episodes. It was a lot of fun.
You think you can close off the podcast?
It's a series. It's like the series finale.
What?
No.
No. We talked about murder. This is not how to get away with murder, though.
No.
We're still going on.
I just feel like that there's a crack in the foundation.
I don't know. You two are still food soulmates.
That's true. We'll just fire you, Amy. Tune in next week.
We have to end with like, uh-oh, are they no longer food soulmates?
Yeah. Tune in next time for
Yeah.
a very special Food Scientist Podcast. When they get pickle rickrolled.
I hate you so much. I can't believe that you would do that. I'm leaving.
I'm looking forward to that.
Looks like I got the pickle.
And on that note, we will say goodbye for podcast.
Have a great weekend.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for listening.
YouTube, thank you for joining us this
Thank
week.
you. Yeah. Oh, and
you
thank
so
you,
much.
Cheryl, for the Johnny
Hello,
5. No
I
disassemble.
get that reference.
There used to be a Twitter bot that every time that was just called Johnny 5, and every time someone tweeted something with the word disassemble, it would reply to that tweet with no disassemble.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're not firing Amy. It's fake drama. We love each other.
Wait, I'm gonna be a little dangerous right here. I promised a few weeks ago, someone that I'd show a little leg. This week might be a good week for that.
God.
So, there we go.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I have so many questions that I don't want answered.
For you, so like, don't give me that face.
I have so many questions I don't want answered.
Thank you, Cheryl.
I silenced Danny. Well, all I have to do is just show.
No,
up.
you didn't silence me. That's me showing self-control. Because I have questions and I'm not asking them.
You're lucky. That's all I showed.
Exactly. I'm like,
Get dressed.
is it like a kilt? Is there anything under there? I don't want to know.
Oh, you want to know? You want to bring it up? And you didn't
I don't
want
want to know.
Guys, this is not Food Scientists After Dark. I don't know.
Right? Yeah. Well, Brian's definitely a fan of like.
I mean,
the
it's cloudy
afternoon
out
delight.
today here.
Oh no! Like now the chat has turned into "What are you wearing?"
Yeah, I mean, like our chat usually turns into phone sex.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you leave or too early, Danny.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's when it gets good.
Something very Minnesotan there.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, it's getting warm. It's not as warm as it's been, but like, I mean, Danny and Amy both got a little more naked during the show because they were too hot.
Yeah.
Yep.
I kept my clothes on.
Short circuit. No disassemble. Yeah, short circuit's fun.
Who's
Johnny 5 is alive.
Number 5 is alive.
Anyways. Thanks for joining us in the chat. Chat
Yeah.
people. We need a better name for them than chat people.
Fans, viewers,
Everyone.
Food. Let's see.
people we like.
Johnny Fives.
The Johnny Five. Potty Fives. No, not potty. That sounds too much like potty.
Yeah.
FS
Right.
fans.
Anyways,
Yeah.
thanks
Soulmate.
for joining us. We'll see you,
You know
guys.
what? Wait, I just have to say one more thing. It's never too early for the clothes to come off. It's never too early for chocolate. It's never too
No,
early
shit, it's too early for real clothes. Yeah, no. Like,
Oh, for real? Yeah. Okay.
yeah, no, it's
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Have a great day, a great week,
Yes.
and we will see you next
Thank you for
time.
joining us.
bye everybody.
Bye.